everyone, it's Jebeh Edmonds here, and I just want to tell you some things about, when a student is misbehaving. We all have those ones, and those ones that misbehave the most end up being like my favorite by the end of the school year sometimes. Well, sometimes. I wanted to share with you when I taught primary, the take a break chair, and those of you that follow the responsive classroom model, and I do to a degree. But I wanted to also share with you that if there was a student that needed your extra attention, even if it were negative, they're always wanting your extra attention. I kind of made a little, not necessarily a take a break desk, but I used to call it the executive desk. And at first grade, when I taught for a number of years, that executive desk would be right at the side of my desk. This was pre-pandemic, mind you. That little boy or girl that just needed that little extra attention, they would sit up even taller because I would say, "Oh, you just got promoted to the executive desk?" And that kid would go up like, "Oh, yes, I did." And they would march and go sit right there, right next to my desk, not knowing that, I need to do a little bit more redirecting as a teacher and to keep my extra tabs on that child. I'm going to name it something where they don't think they're actually taking a break because they're at the executive desk. And executives do important things. So that's why they're at the executive desk. And all the other students would be looking at them like, "Well, I want to be on that executive desk." And I said, no. Sometimes, I would say to my students, sometimes executives need more one-on-one time with the boss of the classroom. And that's Mrs. Edmonds. And the other students will go, "Oh, okay, makes sense. So what you're doing at your table is exactly what the boss, Mrs. Edmonds, needs for you to do right now. But this child," I would say their name, "and would need more of that one-on-one time with the boss. So that's why they are sitting at the executive desk." Now, why I call it an executive desk is, one, I don't want my students to feel shame, even if I need to redirect them or make sure that that student is on task. So for me to have that close proximity, mind you, this was pre-pandemic, you're going to have to be a little more creative with your executive desks out there, teachers. I wanted to make sure that the students still knew that I was focused on them, but also they were in a safe space away from their peers. Another time I would also keep that executive child near me. Mind you, this was pre-pandemic, so you have to use your social distance, educators. But I used to call them either my right-hand man or my right-hand girl in my class. And this was first graders that I taught all the way to fifth grade. And when I would get ready out my hallway, if that student wasn't standing next to me, the whole class wasn't going. And I would go, "Oh, I need my right-hand man. Oh, I need my right-hand girl." And they knew that they were. But that also gave me tabs on that student. They're not bothering the rest of my classroom behind me. And they knew that they had me for an extra safety buffer, that if I needed to redirect that student, they were right in close proximity. So just wanted to give you some tips and tricks of how I have used my classroom management that helped my classroom community feel and run a lot more smoothly. Thanks for watching.